This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Ron. Today we are going to be talking about one of the bigger companies on the planet, and that is none other than our good friends over at Cool Mini or Not. They put out X-Men Marvel United. Now Marvel United was a huge hit, and the Marvel Zombies is going to be even bigger. Anything they touch turns to gold. You get a lot of people that squawk and this, that, and the other, but how many companies are very close to being on time if it wasn't for some of the shipping people that they used that did not fulfill correctly? Okay, let's be honest. I've heard it from retailers and stuff like that, but for the most part, they get their things done and they get them out like they should, okay? And they do a great job, and I don't think CMON gets enough credit for the job that they do in the games that they put out. Everything I play is fun. Do I like everything? For the most part, 90% of it I really, really like. Some of the smaller games, the Euro stuff, maybe doesn't hit home with me. But, when you talk about Marvel United, and then, we have our latest version here, which is the X-Men. Just another glorious, glorious set to go with all the stuff that you get from Marvel United. I mean, when you look at this as a whole, because I've got the entire Kickstarter thing, which I'm not going to break out here, but what I really want to do is want to take a look at one of my all-time favorite groups. And for me, this part of this really means a lot to me, and I want to show you some of the figures. We're going to go down to the table. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, the expansion that comes with the Marvel United. If you have a chance or have the means, I really suggest that you try to get this, especially if you're as big a fan as I am, as I grew up with a lot of this stuff, and it is a big foundational part of my life. So let's go down to the table and check it. That's right, folks. The Fantastic Four, the very center of the Marvel Universe. And this little expansion, I love all the expansions with the X-Men, from the Sentinels and the Asgardian and the Infinity Gauntlet. But the really heart and soul of the Marvel Universe begins with the Fantastic Four. And its main villain, not Thanos, but Doctor Doom. Now inside here, you are going to just get some. You're going to get the Super Skrull, which was one of their very early villains. Within the first 20 some odd, 25 issues, I think, you actually saw this bad boy. The funny thing about it is the Skrulls were actually in issue number 2, but they were turned to cows, kind of poetic here on the farm. But Super Skrull was sent because he was to mimic all the powers of the Fantastic Four. What can you say about our old boy from Latveria, Dr. Doom? Just Victor Von Doom. A beautiful, beautiful sculpt. And this is where they just get it right. I mean, they just get it right. With the Silver Surfer, again, a question comes up, but where is he? If you got Silver Surfer, but maybe maybe we'll have some more heralds. The Thing. This is a fantastic pose. It really just stands out. I'm not even going to paint this dude. I'll do some things here, but let's be honest. The Human Torch will take care of the base and off and running. The Invisible Girl, Sue Storm, or otherwise Susan Richards, the Invisible Woman. But again, another fantastic, fantastic miniature. I love the whole invisible part of it. And then, of course, the leader of the Fantastic Four, none other than Mr. Fantastic himself, Reed Richards. You're going to get a whole bunch of threat cards. You're going to get your starter cards. You're going to get your team cards. And that's going to tell you a lot. If you're going to play with all the Fantastic Four, you're going to want to use this gold border. Doom starting hand, which is just brutal, of course. The Silver Surfer, which is a teammate. And then, of course, you have all the cards for the Fantastic Four themselves. Your threat cards, which are just, just brutal for our good friend Dr. Doom. And, of course, we have our threat cards for the Skrull. I suggest playing the Skrull first and then working your way over to the good doctor. Now, instead of thugs, you are going to be using Doombots. Doombots. Just beautiful. And, of course, you are going to have your cards, which are going to be the Baxter Building, Laveria, the Yancey Street, and Mount Wungor, which plays a huge part later in the years of the Fantastic Four. You're going to have your cards here for Doc Doom, his special abilities and stuff like that. He just gets nasty, and then the Super Skrull, of course, and then these special rules with the Doombots and stuff, and how that all works out. Another fantastic expansion for what is a very good, solid game from who else? Cool Mini or Not. And they just do it right, folks. They just do it right. And every one of these expansions adds something and just makes it that much better and that much greater. So, without further ado, why don't we head on, Tom? As, like I said, we're talking about our good friends over at Cool Mini or Not, and of course, the wonderful Fantastic Four expansion, which I just absolutely love, which I can't wait to paint here on the channel. Let's head on up and get my final thoughts. Now, I mean, what can you say about Cool Mini or Not, except that they are just a fantastic and glorious company who just get it right every single time for the most part. Listen, what they've been through with COVID along with everybody else, and to come out of it the way they have, speaks to the dedication of the people that are involved. People that I've been very fortunate to know, Pete, Adam, the marketing department, all the people that are involved in making sure that things get to you as quickly and as humanly possible through a very difficult time. And they've done it once again. But getting back to this expansion, this really hits home for me because the first family of Marvel Comics is the Fantastic Four, and they are the heart and soul of Marvel Comics. It's not Spider-Man, it's not the Avengers, it's the Fantastic Four. I'll never forget, being a kid and collecting those books, which I still have to this day, and being able to play this really great game and be able to be the characters that I love so dearly and grew up with, and to be able to share that with my family is a tremendous experience, and it's something that's very meaningful to me. And then painting these are going to be just as fun because they do mean so much to me. So again, great company, great products, great games, and they bring the best thing that you can ever say about CMON, Cool Mini or Not, which will always be in my head. But CMON does one thing right. They bring people together. Okay? Massive Darkness, Zombicide, Blood Rage. All those fantastic games that they have put out, they bring people together at the table. And nothing is better than that. Good, solid gameplay, fun, beautiful figures, and they just don't. They're not a company that puts figures out just to make a game. They fit and they do something in the game. Some of these YouTubers which kill me that want to trash this company, but yet, if this is late or this isn't a certain way, but it's okay to wait 5 or 6 years for somebody else to even come out with a game. That's okay. It's all right when some games are just mini driven. okay, with no game underneath. You know, Cool Mini or not give you both. They give you really nice miniatures, in which the quality has gotten better and better, and they give you good, solid gameplay. Okay, Bloodborne, I thought that was fantastic. Now, this is my opinion. You may differ. Doesn't matter to me, and my opinion shouldn't matter to you. But the most important thing is good quality and solid gameplay, and that's why CMON is where it's at. One of the best gaming companies out there in the world. Plain and simple. You can't take it away from them. They just get it done, and they get it done right. Just wait till Dune Arrakis comes out, man. That's going to be something special. So you're definitely going to try it. They keep striving to do better and better. And yet another fantastic expansion for what is already an unbelievable game. But this one here is the heart and soul of my Marvel United collection. And that's the Fantastic Four. Now, if I had to complain about one thing, where's Galactus? Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.